President from England. He going to Bandung. You know the Agim?
Agim?
Yeah.
He met Agim. Oh.
Then they met one person. It's just, actually it's very thirsty. I think he didn't have the cash in the pocket. I don't know, something like that. And I sit next to the road. He don't know that the mosque there behind him. That's it. And then one of man came.
Wah, bendera
Ada
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Yes. Tuh, konsulat Indonesia. Nggak tahu kenapa lihat bendera merah putih.
Just got over that, no?
Iya. Mi, gimana sih pandangan orang Uganda terhadap Indonesia di sini?
My parents, I don't even have enough money to take me to school.
Good morning guys. Nah, ini kita bakal pergi ke kedutaan atau konsulat. Yang kedutaan tapi konsulat perwakilan. Nih Ratu Bangor, Ratu Aceh udah nyampe nih. Halo Ratu Aceh. Puasa-puasa kita ngebolang bareng Kak Nila dan Pak D di sana. Dan kita jemput si Kak Emi. We go out. Ya. Nah, kemudian kita ketemu Kak Emi, teman baru yang kocak habis. Right, let's go. Assalamualaikum Ratu Aceh. Gimana kabar Ratu Aceh?
Alhamdulillah sehat. Kita ke konsulat ya.
Kita ke konsulat. Udah ada addressnya? Okay, let me give the address. This is the city center, Richard.
No?
No, not yet.
This place is called Kamalagala.
City center traffic daripada.
Oh, ya.
City center by the Gaddafi Mosque, yeah?
Yes. That is called
That's on the down a hill.
Gaddafi Mosque, Masjid Gaddafi. Kotanya lumayan maju ya Kak, maksudnya rame dan
memang padat sekali.
dan gedung-gedungnya nggak ketinggalan juga ya kan?
Ya.
Cuman ya berantakan itu aja sih ya.
Serba semua ada.
Iya, yang internasional ini semuanya ada. Internet
Semua
bagus.
Semua makanan ada.
Hmm.
Korea, Jepang enak-enak loh. Cuman itulah harga nggak semurah kayak di Indonesia ya.
Iya, nggak ada saingan mungkin
Iya.
atau. Cuman ya amburadul nyetir.
Semua berantakan, trafik berantakan ya, di jalan. Nggak ada teratur.
Nggak termanage. Oh tuh kayak Jakarta.
Ya, gitu.
Wow. Ya, berarti banyak orang-orang pintar di sini.
Orang India di sini.
Big difference with Jakarta. There's a big alcohol site.
Wow.
This center, then Gaddafi Mosque is over there.
Ya, no.
Oh,
Later after
gedung-gedungnya.
That's
after
Gaddafi
we go
Mosque.
to consulate and then
Oh itu on the hill.
Is that Gaddafi over there?
Ya,
Yang di atas bukit itu.
ya Gaddafi.
Oh.
Funny name for him, isn't it?
Guys, kotanya guys. Itu pusat kotanya berarti Kak Nila ya? Tuh kan. Kalau di Malawi Kak Nila nggak ada kayak dusun kita, kampung. Kalau ada yang lihat di peta kayaknya Malawi besar, enggak. Aslinya di sana ya kayak kampung kabupaten kita. Kalau di peta kan pakai scale petanya. Jadi kelihatan rame, memang rame. cuman ya itu
True.
nggak seperti ibu kota negara.
Every 6 months, the visa I need to go to Penang or Kuala Lumpur for the stamp
Yeah.
visa. They quite often go to Penang because cheap, lot of the tourists there. And then Iran run like you guys, go to see the temple, something like that.
Yeah.
And then they met one person. Actually it's very thirsty. I think it didn't have the cash in the pocket, I don't know, something like that. And I sit next to the road. He don't know that the mosque there behind him. That's it. And then one of man come in and then talking with Ian something and bring inside the mosque. And then Ian
Right.
see the mosque very beautiful, very calm, clean. They give the water. And then they come friend with him. And then every time Ian came for the visa to Penang, he meet him. They make very good friend already, like you guys,
Yeah.
And then trying to learn the Islam. And they give the Quran with the English
Translation.
And then Ian read that all full big Quran they translate. And then later he turned to Muslim.
Convert to Islam ya. Oh, berarti bukan karena merit,
No,
Ian.
no.
Oh.
And then
Pantasan.
after that, back to it. Quite love the island before. The Aceh before is very Sabang is very beautiful. Like is it? Like normal village,
Yeah.
Kampung, but all the people is nice. They love it there. And then masuk Islam.
And then met you. How long after that?
No, and then they not met me. I think I tell my story. I'm working with my family. It's not not close family, but
Relative.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then they married with Australian girl. And then that girlfriend with Ian because Ian do scuba diving, That's how I met him. And then one day, that's the call Kak Laila, she's from Australia. They want to get married with that's my family, And then
Your relative.
And then I have her. One day I have her to go to the beach to collect like the cricket, the cricket from the beach to put because the rain lot to stop the flooding water.
Yeah.
And then that's Kak Lela told me, ask me, do you have the boyfriend already, Nila? Because I'm with the other friend, my close friend,
Yeah.
And then my friend say, no, please give me
A boyfriend.
Yeah, a boyfriend.
Introduce me any man.
And then we just joking,
Yeah.
the
Indonesian like that ya. Oh ya, saya belum ada pacar. Ada nggak sih?
And then 2 days ago, Nila, I have one friend that wants you. Huh? I said, no, which one, Layla? Because they changed the name,
Yeah.
Which one, Layla? Then I said, Ian. Which one, Ian? And then I know one in the village, I know one of a bullet.
Yeah.
Getting Muslim,
Yeah.
And then Ian, when I say Ian, oh that. And then I saw Ian every time go to the mosque. So
Pray, to pray.
The Maghrib,
Yeah.
Because after the diving, they sit in the villa to wait for time for praying, And then I saw him. No, Kak Laila, I don't want to. Because Laila already asked Ian, Then they told me, I don't know.
It's very rare, yeah.
Yeah. And then in the village, the village,
Right.
Oh, Nila one getting married with Ian, Nina, oh my. And now what gonna do? And then I told to Kak Laila, please, we just joking, And then And then I don't know, in the bilik after that, boom, and then nothing.
Terus dipinang habis itu.
Nah, lama, karena kan kita belum kenal.
Mm-mm.
Belum kenal each other. And then after the Maghrib, Ian pray because that house very close to masjid, yeah.
Mm.
And Ian came to visit that house to meet me every after Maghrib. I cannot say something to that. You know, I just sit with Ian and talking. And then sometimes weekend they ask me go with motorbike somewhere.
How about your English that time?
No, nothing.
No English.
Still now is my
No,
English
well, it's good now.
I speak Indonesian already.
You speak Indonesian before.
And then I go sometimes in the bilik and then we wait for Ian like 6 months, maybe a year.
Mm.
And and then Ian back to UK for 6 months working. And then from England he going to Bandung. You know the Agim?
Agim?
Yeah.
He met Agim.
He
Oh.
go to the Agim and then he try fasting for 1 month in the Bandung. And then that time he tried to do marathon too. It's very slim. And then after Ramadan and then back to
Tapi
Ibu.
Bang Ian, I think Bang Ian is quite young that time.
Very no, siya beda umur sama Kak Nila 8 tahun.
Yeah, still lah ya. Beliau kan masih muda.
Maria memang
Hmm.
kita ceritanya.
Karena-
And then balik lagi, and then dilamar harus tunggu keluarganya bisa datang. Karena kan keluarganya kan mereka kan nggak bisa langsung ya.
Terus reaksi keluarganya Bang Ian convert to Islam, what their reaction?
Their mom very good. Their mom is very strong, the Christian. Their mom very good. They write the letter to their mom. They reply very good about the Dutch.
They're a bit strict.
Yeah, that is very
What you doing?
yeah.
And especially Islam, like the rumor, you know.
But their mom is very good. Dia bilang kalau itu what you believe di hati kamu,
Mm.
It'd be
kamu
worse, but
lakukan. And then the bapak kurang ya. Anda bilang kawin juga sama Kak Nila, bapaknya sedikit. When they meet me, seperti saya juga agak ini ya, agak.
Malu
Tapi sekarang dia seperti
bapak sendiri lah ya. They know now how is Islam like. It's not like yang difikirkan atau media bilang, karena nggak tahu kali.
tapi mamanya very. Mama dia malah waktu Kak Nila ke Bangga, they find like halal shop for us. Before I'm arrived there, they know which one halal shop. They mom very good, but their mom passed away from cancer.
Oh. Sorry. Nah,
Actually, right, very sad when they running passed away.
begitu tuh kisahnya Kak Nila. Pantasan Bang Ian Islamnya kuat banget ya. Beliau karena memang masuk Islamnya bukan karena nikah atau sesuatu, memang karena mempelajari ya.
Malah dulu sebelum punya anak,
Hmm.
Quran yang dia baca itu kemana dia pergi, dia balut sama kain. You know, sekarang kayak kain Palestina ya.
Palestine.
Yang ini,
Iya.
dia balut selalu ada di tas sebelum ada
Masya
anak.
Allah.
Karena kan nggak banyak lagi kita ya.
Hmm.
Tapi sekarang sesudah punya anak, udah kerja, jadi karena kan udah agak ini ya.
Sibuk.
Ya, sibuk anak. Kalau dulu Quran itu walaupun dia kadang-kadang nggak ada waktu baca, tapi kemana dia pergi Quran itu selalu. Kamu ada lihat itu? Masih itu di
Ian always bring Quran.
you see last
Till
month
now.
on the TV
Yeah.
still the Quran you see?
I didn't notice.
That's Ian. They bring dia pergi. Quran itu selalu. Walaupun they don't have time to read, but Not
You always bring.
big everywhere.
Alhamdulillah. Itulah kalau orang masuk Islam dengan ilmu, if someone convert to Islam because the
That's the same.
knowledge, kita udah nyampe. Maka Islamnya kuat
Somewhere.
dan nggak menjat juga sih Bang Ian. Mana?
That's the Hongrai Consulate.
Oh ya, there in the
Indonesia.
front.
Yeah, that's
Yes. Wah, bendera Indonesia.
ada Indonesia juga.
Yes. Tuh, konsulat Indonesia. Nggak tahu kenapa lihat bendera merah putih.
Just got over that, no?
Iya, Garuda.
Maybe that's that you can go in. That's the
Yeah,
gate.
what time from there?
Yeah, just find the park and
We
then
need to turn on the other road first.
kalau lihat Indonesia, apapun hubungan dengan Indonesia gitu di negeri orang, kayaknya gimana gitu rasanya kita ya. Iya. Kayak pulang kampung atau apa gitu. Aduh, gitulah. Karena kita jarang, semangat kita ya wis, pokoknya kayak gitu. Bukan dibikin-bikin, memang udah dari dalam naluri. Nah, kita dibesarkan di Indonesia, lahir di Indonesia, itu secara alami gak bisa dirubah-rubah. Makanya bahasa saya pun kadang gak jelas. Tapi gue selalu ketawa.
This one.
Yes. Merah putih itu bang.
No, that's motorbike.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
This one.
This
No, that's motorbike.
It's black.
Kita diturunin aja.
Oh yeah, we
Uh-uh.
go inside.
Karena
Just
kecil.
welcome park.
Ya kata si Kak Emi, gedungnya kecil
I entered from here.
tempatnya. Tuh.
Garuda Indonesia here.
Kita harus foto sini kak. Merah putih semangat. Semangat membara. Oh belum. Nah ini konsulat. Sapam kali tapi pakai geren tuh. Selamat datang di kampung kita, Indonesia.
Thank you so much.
Perwakilan kita di Uganda, Kampala.
Selamat datang, selamat datang. Citizen Welcome.
Oh begitu ya kak. Jadi harus konsulatnya orang Ugandanya
Kalau Uganda harus orang Uganda. Kalau di Kongo harus orang Kongo.
yang jadi konsulat.
Jadi
Jadi
orang Indonesianya diplomatnya, ya saya diplomatnya, tapi saya tidak bisa.
wakilnya.
Harus wakil. Hanya
Jadi wakilnya oh, gitu ya. Itu aturan Indonesia atau aturan di Afrika?
Kementerian Luar Negeri seluruh dunia.
Oh, thank you. Berarti dapat ilmu lagi kita.
Nah, itu peraturan.
Tapi kalau orang Bapak Duta harus
Harus orang
Indonesia. Jadi di konsulat aja. Berarti di Inggris konsulat di
Di
provinsinya?
Inggris ada embassy.
Embassy di London. Oh, gitu. Tapi kita ada konsulat juga di beberapa
Titik.
gitu.
Berarti itu orang lokal.
Harus orang lokal. Oh, memang itu kebijakan pemerintah.
Harus orang lokal. Hanya deputinya orang Indonesia.
Orang Indonesia
Atau staff-staffnya.
wakilnya orang Indonesia gitu. Wow, terima kasih ilmunya. Nggak pernah tahu itu. Jadi embassy kita di Afrika ini, di region ini di Kenya ya?
Yang paling dekat di Kenya. Di Tanzania juga kita ada embassy, ada kedutaan. Di Tanzania sama di Kenya itu yang paling dekat.
Yang paling
Jadi
dekat.
yang di Tanzania itu melingkup juga Rwanda. Jadi
beberapa
karena kan di
region.
Afrika ini negaranya kecil-kecil.
Kecil-kecil.
Jadi satu kedutaan bisa merangkap 5-7 negara, 6, 9, 10 negara.
Tapi setiap negara itu dikasih konsulat.
Dikasih konsulat.
Dia mau ngurus visa ini.
Ya welcome, ya welcome.
Nih guys, nih
So,
konsulat
kawan
kita.
Presiden sudah kita pajang yang
Alright.
presiden baru. Ini Presiden Uganda,
Uganda presiden.
Yoweri Museveni. Beliau sudah memerintah 40 tahun. Ya, mungkin sebelum sampean lahir.
Ya, iya. Iyalah.
Bangga sebagai orang Indonesia. Di sini kantornya konsulat sama kantor saya. Kami berdua duduk di sini.
Oh gitu.
Kita ada Bang, bisa masuk. Bisa
Beliau
lihat bendera.
beliau konsulatnya atau gimana?
Hah?
Beliau.
Bukan di sini. So ini ada bendera kita. Sorry, ini wakilnya saya.
Oh wakilnya.
Jadi ini ada bendera Indonesia sama bendera Uganda. Ya.
Merinding loh
Ini
lihatnya.
bendera Buganda Kingdom, kerajaan Buganda.
Ah,
Kerajaan Buganda.
Buganda itu di mana?
Raja di Buganda sini di Kampala.
Uganda ini.
Ya, raja di Kampala. Jadi kalau untuk tamu-tamu kita biasanya di sini. Untuk tamu-tamu kita ada di sini.
Kalau
Ada bendera kita, ada wakil presiden dan mari. Presiden yang baru sama wakil presiden yang baru. Jadi ini Pak Konsulat orang India, beliau origin tapi sudah
warga
negara
negara
Uganda. Ini Bapak Dubes
Bapak Dubes kita di Kenya,
melangkap ke 5 negara termasuk Uganda.
itu Uganda.
Tapi beliau sudah masa tugasnya sudah habis minggu lalu. Jadi dubes yang baru lagi proses datang.
Bisa saya yang gantiin Mbak?
Ya,
Langsung ke ini ya.
Ke
Langsung ke
Kemenlu.
Bapak ini Pak.
Ya, ke
Ayo, Pak.
Kemenlu.
Angkat,
Mari.
silakan. Jadi KMI di sini ngurus orang ngurus visa, orang Uganda ngurus visa ke
Kalau
KMI.
ngurus visa, saya sudah ada asisten namanya Grace, tapi saya lagi suruh dia ke Kementerian Luar Negeri. Karena kalau saya ngurus semua nggak sanggup kan,
Iya.
jadi kita harus bagi tugas.
Jadi
Jadi saya khususnya untuk bisa dibilang kalau deputi itu kan merangkap semua.
sebenarnya kedutaan lah ya.
Iya,
Bapak
merangkap
Ibu
semua.
Duta.
Jadi tapi khususnya perlindungan warga negara.
Iya.
Saya benar-benar fokus yaitu perlindungan warga negara.
Jadi kalau orang Uganda ngurus visa mau ke Indonesia itu ke sini
Harus ke sini atau via online.
via online. Yang memutuskan
Yang memutuskan kami
Yes.
terima atau tidak itu tergantung kita. Dan sesuai aplikasinya sih ya, kalau memang dia qualified ya otomatis kita approve. Kalau memang tidak qualified ya kita tidak bisa approve.
ini ada klien satu Mbak. Dia mau ke Indonesia. Serius loh. Dia mau nanya-nanya. She's the one who approved the visa.
For Ugandans.
Yeah, for Ugandan people.
No, for everyone. For everyone. Because there are many also American come here, Congolese, Kenyan, whoever. But for you, I don't think so you need to process visa again since you have been visit Indonesia many times, right? You still have your own visa? Visa on arrival.
Is he planning to apply for
1 year multi-entry.
1 year?
Okay.
I need sponsor for it.
I advise, since you have been multiply enter Indonesia, you just go visa on arrival, 30 days. When you arrive Indonesia, then you plan accordingly. If you think like you prefer to be longer visa, you better apply from there. It will be easier for you since you have been to Indonesia many times.
Yeah.
In Uganda, you have no record.
Okay.
You're right. You
Ah.
have no record. So a little bit hindrance for me to give you longer visa. But if you in Indonesia, since you have been good record, as long as you have no bad record in Interpol, it is easier. It is
Okay.
easier. And they can give you longer, maybe 6 months. From here, I will only give you 30 days.
So if I do that, I have to go to Jakarta.
No need to Jakarta. Wherever if you are from Malaysia, you enter the border between Malaysia and Indonesia. In every border visa entry, you can.
So I can just ask them on the border.
Yes, in the border, yes.
Okay, that's
In
easy.
every entrance to Indonesia, either by water, either by road, either by air, you can process it from there.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
jadi pas nyampe di perbatasan bisa dia apply 1
You
tahun.
can apply. You can apply. However, if they told you usually for more than 180 days, more than 6 months, they might tell you to come to the immigration office because they might have your
Terus,
picture.
Gimana nih KMI bisa endingnya jadi konsulat di sini?
Oh, saya deputinya, saya.
I know, it's still consulate.
Oh, yeah. What I can say by mercy of Allah, by mercy of God, because I come from the humble family, very simple family. I don't even have enough money to take me to school. So I got scholarship. All my study paid by scholarship. I don't have enough money. My parents come from, yes, my parents in Jakarta, capital city, but does not mean I come from the middle class family. No, I come from very simple
Working.
family. My parents just low, super low income family. In Indonesia, my parents categories the very low class family.
Oh.
So I study. My father always tell us kind of, if you don't fight for yourself, no one will fight for you. We don't have family background financially. We don't have connection. We don't have nothing like you proud of, you know. So you have to study very well. So all my study, you know, in Indonesia study primary is cheap, government school.
Yeah.
Ya kan sekolah dasar ya,
Yeah.
murah ya.
Mm.
So all my study is supported by scholarship. But also I thank all good people who have been
Exactly.
support me. I will never forget everybody who have been support me financially, emotionally,
Opinion.
beautiful word they encourage
Suggestion.
me. Yeah, sincerely to get this job is not that easy. It's not that easy.
Of course. Million people wanna be like in your position in Indonesia. Cita-cita orang kan banyak yang jadi, you know, kerja sebagai international relationship, right? Is that your school? Sekolahnya kan?
Yeah. So that's why I say
Hubungan internasional.
I thank, first of all I thank Allah, my Almighty God. Then I thank my parents who have been always so positive to support all of us. Although it's a very challenge. Sometimes we don't even have enough meal. We don't have 3 meal a day. Like I told you, I come from the very, very low class income family. But also I want to give advice to the young one, whoever come after us,
Hmm,
be humble. Be humble.
that's true.
Be humble. Accept the advice.
Exactly.
Never think like you know better than anybody. Be humble.
Appreciate the advice as well.
Yeah, be humble. And actually, when we are humble, I realize it's very easy to
Do
mingle
things.
with others. Do you agree what I'm saying?
Yes.
Very easy to mingle with others,
To connect with people
to
as well.
connect with you, and even others is become more empathize with you, more easy to help you when you're humble. Yeah, I'm very sure. Remind me again your name.
Carl.
Carl. I'm very sure Carl come from good family, because in UK, I believe education is much better. Health facility. Might not come from the very wealthy family, but I'm very sure the life standard in UK much better.
That privilege.
Yeah,
We didn't have a lot of money,
yeah.
but we managed all right. So we didn't have any situation like where we didn't have food or
Okay, you never starving for food,
No.
right? And you have a good education from government, health.
yeah. Well, we didn't have fancy clothes or big fancy.
Oh, you have that is okay.
Now, yeah. But when I was growing up, we didn't like
How-
never have this.
However, the people still menuntut pemerintahnya.
That is the problem. People never satisfied. They always thinking government not doing enough for them. Yet, if they are going out of their country, they will see how miserable people out there.
And you find the people that think the government doesn't do enough are the people that get the most from the government. So we have a massive welfare state in the UK that
Okay.
provides free money to people that don't work, and
You get a government
Yeah.
support.
for whatever reason, whether that's can't be bothered, whether that's they're not well enough to work, whatever. And they're the ones that complain they don't get enough, not the people that go to work.
But I think it's good. I mean, it's not bad to push the government to do until the limit that
Yeah.
whatever they do must be provide for the public, right? Otherwise, the government will be, oh yeah, let's just enjoy. The public is happy. I think that is connected in terms of the political strategy. If public not pushing the government, we worry that the government will just enjoy whatever they did, satisfied what they did. I mean, as long the public not trying to traitor to their country. Ya kan, selama jangan jadi
musuh bagi
musuh negara aja. Kalau masalah politik rakyat menuntut haknya agar pemerintah bekerja jauh lebih baik lagi, more maksimal, I think it's okay. I think it's
as longer they don't push you up to the wall, you know.
exactly, jangan sampai karena presiden.
Sorry, do you need some water? Oh iya pasti.
Ya, sekian. Enak kan kalau ada tamu pas Ramadan? Nggak harus beli lontong sayur, nggak harus beli ini.
Aduh, ngomong gitu saya jadi pengen masakan Indonesia lagi. Nanti si Bina capek ngundang kita. Kalau di Indonesia kan keluar rumah langsung beli
Paling
whatever on the street food ya.
paling kalau pergi ke kantor kayak gini nih, pasti si kakaknya bakal suruh, Pak, beliin dong lontong buat 3 orang ya kan? Di Indonesia enak ya. Sebelah.
Gorengan,
Iya.
langsung call.
Iya.
Bawa gorengan ke
Iya.
atas.
Enak ya, Indonesia's
Kalau di
paradise.
sini it is limited, kind of limited. It's not easy to find whatever you want, you know.
What, in Indonesia?
I mean, in Uganda here to get
Okay.
street food
Yeah.
is not that easy.
No.
In Indonesia, it's so easy. Everywhere you go, you find something in affordable price, right? It's cheap price.
And coffee shop everywhere.
Everywhere. Soto, bakso, mie ayam. Oh,
Nasi gurih, lontong, pecel.
bakso.
Mi, gimana sih pandangan orang Uganda terhadap Indonesia di sini?
Kalau orang Uganda, mereka beradab ya. Pada umumnya ada orang yang tahu tata krama. Mereka orang tata krama, orang yang sopan, orang yang baik. Mereka orang yang baik. Saya bisa katakan mereka itu respect dengan suku lain, dengan negara lain. Dengan Indonesia mereka tidak banyak beradaptasi karena tidak banyak orang Indonesia di sini. Mereka pikir orang India karena orang India lebih banyak ya.
Iya.
Nah, tapi sejauh ini sih dari interaksi kita, mereka selalu memandang orang Indonesia itu baik, orang Indonesia itu peduli. Karena kita juga berusaha mengadakan program-programnya, contohnya seperti konsulat ini, kita selalu mengirim Ugandan people untuk mendapat beasiswa.
Ke Indonesia.
Ya, setiap tahun minimal ada 50 orang kita beasiswa. Itu ada government scholarship, ada juga private scholarship. Contohnya kalau dari Indonesia ada yang banyak memberikan scholarship itu Universitas Gajah Mada, Universitas Trisakti Jakarta, Universitas Diponegoro.
Bagus-bagus semuanya itu
Iya.
Indonesia.
Sama ITB.
Oh, nggak kacang-kacangan.
Iya. Jadi
That's the top university
dan
Indonesia.
saya pikir di Indonesia itu mahal ya.
Banget lah.
Mahal
Dan
banget.
susah masuknya.
Iya, jadi kalau ada orang-orang Uganda yang memang
Prestasi, ya.
qualified untuk itu, setiap tahun kita membuka untuk scholarship dan kita put in the social media Instagram, Facebook for the embassy and consular, especially embassy. Jadi mereka nanti bawa aplikasinya ke sini, kita proses dan mereka berangkat. Dan itu fully scholarship.
Support by Indonesian government.
Yes, Indonesian government. So fully, like all air ticket,
Wow.
feeding, some pocket money.
Can I get it?
Sure. So usually we open the scholarship twice in a year.
Too old for that. There's young people that need it more than I do.
If you want for PhD, nothing age limit.
No, it's true.
Oh, thinking now.
But it's better for the young ones to have it.
Oh yeah, that's also okay. But like I'm saying, we always encourage people. If you're looking for master, of course it may have some age limit. But if you're looking for PhD, it's no age limit for PhD.
That's right.
So it's always happen, always.
Berarti mereka respect lah.
Oh
Dan-
iya, sure.
banget.
Mereka respect orang Indonesia.
Dan budaya kita sama mereka seperti Kak Emi bilang kayaknya mirip dan sama, makanya bagus banget ininya kan kalau digabungkan gitu.
Iya, tata krama orang sini pekertinya sopan ya.
Iya benar.
Ya di mana-mana sih pasti ada. Di Indonesia juga ada orang yang songong, yang orang nakal, gitu. Tapi majority orang di sini orang yang beradab. orang yang sopan.
Benar.
Orang beradab di sini.
Walaupun mungkin agak, kalau aku lihat mereka agak apa namanya itu, kalau Indonesia kan tegur kayak gitu kan. Tapi mereka kalau udah tahu kita, mereka sangat baik
Iya,
banget.
karena di sini ada ini juga mereka sungkan ya.
Iya, sungkan.
Ya
Itu dia.
sungkan. Ya, jadi ada rasa sedikit kurang percaya diri, ada rasa suka sedikit malu. Ya mungkin kata tepatnya sungkan.
Benar sungkan.
Ya, mereka
Aku ngerasain sungkan karena pas kita kenal mereka baik banget.
Baik banget,
Iya.
baik sekali.
Terjadi di Malawi juga kayak gitu. Awal-awal orangnya kayaknya lihat kita gitu, tapi nggak negur, nggak ngomong apa-apa gitu. Tapi pas kita yang mulai itu, mereka sangat welcome banget.
Iya, iya.
Kalau orang kita kan, hey apa kabar anak muda, ya kan?
Bisa lihat juga waktu kita drive ya, kadang-kadang kita udah marah, macet, ping, Ian lihat ya, Ian sengaja crack lampu ya, kode ya, dan mereka balik, Mam, kami nggak jadi marah gitu, dilapin ya,
Kalau
das
di-
highlight di ganda kecairan,
Kalau di Indonesia udah pasti apa lo?
ya udah mulai di jendela ya, wah ini kayak gitu ya,
Apalagi di UK.
Maybe
main sambil
Are you kidding me?
Hmm.
Ya, jadi
Jadi-
kalau orang di
suka
sini,
memang di sini lihatnya ya.
Berapa banyak rakyat kita di sini gitu?
kalau up to today, the Indonesian what we have here is a 67 in Uganda.
Only 67.
Yes, 67.
Ini lawan kan.
Oh ya, tidak masuk one.
Terakhir question Kak, kenapa sih Indonesia nggak bisa dua kewarganegaraan? Di mana kita tahu negara-negara maju, negara-negara maju seperti Amerika, yang di Eropa mereka nggak masalah. Tapi mereka masih patriot kok sama negaranya.
Oh iya betul. Jadi saya jawab Indonesia English.
Indonesia,
Inggris.
because I have to translate.
Kalau untuk itu sih sangat banyak pertimbangannya ya. Kenapa negara ini bisa dua citizen, Indonesia tidak? Sangat banyak pertimbangan kenapa ya. Salah satunya untuk tidak kehilangan identiti. Itu yang pertama. Jadi agar Indonesia tidak kehilangan identiti masyarakatnya. Karena biasanya semakin mudah mereka punya kewarganegaraan lain, biasanya mudah mereka hilang identitinya ya. Jadi salah satu alasan yaitu agar kita tetap menjaga budaya kita dan
Kalau budaya, I agree,
Ya,
because
budaya kita
Amerika, Inggris, dan Eropa mereka memang hampir terhapus
hampir tidak
budaya.
ada budaya.
Itu benar.
Ya, jadi untuk menjaga budaya kita. Jadi alasan utama adalah menjaga budaya kita, budaya asli kita, Indonesia kita.
Bukan
Dan yang kedua ada juga alasan ekonomi. Ada juga alasan ekonomi. Tapi yang paling utama adalah menjaga budaya kita.
itu benar itu. Kalau itu masuk akal. Tapi bukankah itu menghambat Indonesia untuk bercampur dengan budaya lain?
Pasti pemerintah Indonesia sudah memikirkan dan mungkin sudah menimbang-nimbang ya, sudah menimbang-nimbang untuk saat ini. Untuk saat ini inilah dulu yang terbaik untuk kita. Dan kita tidak berhenti berharap, we never know, mungkin di masa depan kita bisa juga seperti itu. Tapi untuk sekarang ini, ya saya yakin bapak-bapak yang ada di sini pasti orang-orang yang sangat pintar, orang yang sangat hebat.
Of course.
Ya, jadi kalau sampai memang belum diizinkan berarti pasti ada alasan-alasannya. Dan mungkin itulah ya dulu yang terbaik untuk saat
Untuk
ini.
Indonesia
Untuk
saja.
saat ini. Dan
Tapi Bhinneka Tunggal Ika juga.
ya, berdua kita tidak tahu mungkin ada perubahan-perubahan.
Milih dua negara atau enggak?
Karena saya tetap cinta Indonesia.
Tapi ada cadangan dikit. I think kalau menurut saya sih paspor bukanlah salah satu penentu nasionalisme kita.
Ya, saya
Tapi-
setuju.
Tapi kecintaan seperti KMI, Nila yang kita, kalau kita nggak cinta Indonesia, saya nggak mungkin datang ke sini,
Betul.
ya kan? Jadi Itu yang paling penting sebenarnya kalau menurut.
By the time someone come to visit other country, then you come to the embassy to consulate, that's enough to show whole world you love your identity, you love your where you come from, you love your country, right?
That's
So we appreciate. We appreciate. Do you want to visit your
embassy.
embassy around? It's very near here.
Not really.
Yeah, just in case.
It's only over there.
Yeah, in case I can make a call.
Okay.
Oh.
I gotta go on holiday to get away from the British, not spend more time.
Yeah, just in case you're interested, I can make a call.
If I need to go, I'll go, but I don't.
Okay. So, I really appreciate for your visit. I really happy.
And thank you so much for having us. Really
Yeah,
nice.
This is really beautiful for me. I really appreciate. So,
Jangan sama Ibu Deputi Konsulat di Uganda. It's very, very humble. We've been talking about you when we are in the car on the way here. Sama Kak Nila. Baru aja ketemu udah ngerasa ketemu bertahun-tahun. Already.